Welcome to ACI, the Network Made Simple learning series. In this video, we will cover Module 1, Initial Tasks, Chapter 4, Firmware Upgrades and Maintenance Tasks. In the previous chapter, we learned how to automatically discover and configure our VXLAN-based ACI fabric. But before we start connecting endpoints to it, we need to make sure our ACI network is running at least one of the latest long-lived software versions, such as 3.2. In this video, we will perform an upgrade to ACI version 4.0.3. We will proceed with the firmware update as follows. First, we will cover a few prerequisites to make sure we have a smooth software upgrade process. Then, we will execute 3 very simple steps. 1. Upgrade the APIX with a single click. 2. Upgrade the spine and leaf switches also with 1 click. And 3. Upgrade any other elements that may have dependencies on ACI, such as the VMware vCenter plugin, AVE, multi-site orchestrator, etc. We will not be covering step 3 in this video. However, we will learn how to upgrade these and other elements as we learn about them in the series. Let's first start with the prerequisites. Always check the release notes for the versions you want to upgrade to, since you may find important information and compatibility guidelines about it. Most importantly, make sure you follow the APIC upgrade and downgrade support matrix to check if you can do a direct upgrade from your existing version, or if the upgrade path may take several intermediate upgrades to preserve your working configuration on your current version. Let's move on to the next prerequisite by going to cisco.com and downloading the software we need. Just type ACI or APIC and select APIC software. We will select version 4.0.3D in our case from the left menu, and we'll download 2 images. The first one is the APIC image, and the second one, which appears in the related software section, is the switch image. Both of them are needed to perform the upgrade, so just accept the agreement and we should be done. Here, we can also find other related images as we mentioned before for step 3, like ACI vCenter plugin and others. We will cover those in another chapter. Let's now upload both images, the APIC and the switch one. Just click on the Admin tab and then Firmware, and you'll notice we're currently running on version 4.0.1H, and our goal is to upgrade to 4.0.3D. Click on Images, then click on the toolset icon and select Add Firmware to the APIC. I will upload directly from my computer the 2 files I just downloaded. Let's start with the APIC one, and then we'll do the same for the switches one. Notice I do not have to download or use any TFTP server. Once done, it may take a few seconds for them to show as part of the image list, so be patient. And we're done. We can now finish the pre-requirement list by checking that my APIC or APIX show as fully fit on the main dashboard. We may now proceed with step 1. We will upgrade the APIX first by clicking on Infrastructure and Controllers. In this section, we can see the last day this APIC was upgraded to its currently running version. Click on the toolset icon and select Schedule Controller Upgrade. We will select our target version, which is 4.0.3D, and we will select Update Now. You can also schedule upgrades based on your availability demands. I will also click on Ignore Compatibility Check, since I already checked the direct upgrade path from 4.0.1 to 4.0.3 is supported in the prerequisite section. Click Submit and the APIC upgrade should begin. If you have multiple APICs, the upgrade process will be performed one at a time. During this process, the upgraded APIC will restart, so you will temporarily lose connectivity, but once it comes back, it should display the upgraded version login screen, as you can see. Let's log in and click the Admin tab and then on Firmware. Although the APIC has been successfully upgraded, the switches are still running on version 4.0.1H. So let's upgrade them as well as part of step 2. Click on Infrastructure and in the Node section, click on the toolset icon and select Schedule Node Upgrade. ACI allows you to upgrade all switches at once, or, as in the best practice, create multiple groups so that the upgrade process can be performed non-disruptively if you have redundancy and using features like graceful maintenance as an option, which we will cover in a few seconds. Just add a name to your group and select the switches you want to belong to it. In my case, I previously created 2 groups for odd and even numbered switches. Therefore, my disruption should be minimal if any, especially when using virtual port channel. We now see the process for our even node has begun and has executed successfully. We can now repeat the process with the odd nodes, and we are done upgrading the ACI fabric. It is that simple. As we saw before, graceful insertion and removal, also called maintenance mode, is a great feature that you can not only use in firmware upgrades, but also in any troubleshooting and maintenance tasks where you may need node isolation while still accessing it and its logs through the management ports. You can enable it at the firmware upgrade process or at any given time by right-clicking on the node and selecting this option. If you want to wipe out a switch configuration, just decommission it without GIR mode, and it will be reloaded with its factory defaults. This process takes approximately 10 minutes. Finally, if you ever have the need to replace a leaf, for example, keep in mind that ACI would keep the leaf configuration associated to its node ID. This means that if you decommission the failing node and commission the replacement with the same node ID, you will get the same configuration you once did, now assigned to this new switch. This translates to faster and easier replacements. Here are some additional commands and links, which may also help you for some popular tasks with ACI. We may cover additional ones in the Advanced Topics section. As a summary, we'll learn how we can perform faster upgrades from a single place, avoiding TFTP servers, and even automatically update new switches as they come. We can also use maintenance mode to gracefully isolate specific nodes and replace leaves without reconfiguration, making a real difference when comparing to traditional networks.
ACI provides you with a better, simpler, and secure network, any size, anywhere, and on any cloud. If you want to learn more about other common tasks and how ACI radically simplifies network provisioning and operations, please watch the rest of the videos in this series. Thanks for watching.